Have you ever called out to God and felt like your prayers were met with silence? This common experience can be deeply challenging. In this video, we will explore the concept of God's silence, its significance in your spiritual growth, and the reasons behind it. The silence of God is not necessarily an indication of abandonment or indifference. Instead, it can be a test of faith, a call to patience, and an opportunity for introspection and growth. In the Bible, King David often felt this way, as seen in Psalm 22:2, "My God, I cry out by day, but you do not answer, by night, but I find no rest." Many people have shared similar experiences of feeling God's silence during times of struggle, doubt, or uncertainty. It is in these moments that your faith is truly tested, and your ability to trust in a higher plan is put to the ultimate test. As you reflect on this, consider your own experiences of God's silence and how they have shaped your faith and understanding of the divine. Let us explore together the profound lessons that can be learned from moments of silence and the ways in which they can ultimately lead you closer to a deeper connection with the divine. Brothers and sisters, in times of need or struggle, when you cry out to God for answers or guidance, the silence that follows can be overwhelming. But what if God's silence is not a sign of absence, but rather a profound form of communication? Let's explore the deeper meaning behind God's silence and how it can be understood in various contexts. From a theological perspective, the concept of God's silence is multifaceted. Some believe that God's silence is a test of faith, a way to strengthen your trust and reliance on Him. Others see it as a form of guidance, a gentle nudge to look within yourself for answers and to cultivate a deeper connection with the divine. In the Bible, Elijah experienced God's voice not in a great and powerful wind or an earthquake, but in a gentle whisper. 1 Kings 19:11-13. In different religious beliefs, the interpretation of God's silence varies. In Christianity, the story of Job is a powerful example of a faithful servant who endured immense suffering and felt abandoned by God, only to be met with silence. Yet, in the end, Job's faith was rewarded, and he was blessed abundantly. Job 42:10-17. As you reflect on these teachings and stories, you begin to see that God's silence is not a punishment or a sign of neglect, but rather a profound invitation to deepen your faith, trust, and understanding of the divine. Let us embrace the silence as a sacred space for growth, introspection, and spiritual transformation. What is the reason behind God's silence? Have you wondered why God sometimes seems silent in the face of your prayers and pleas for guidance? While the reasons for God's silence may remain mysterious and complex, there are profound lessons to be learned and growth to be gained through these periods of apparent quiet. One possible reason for God's silence is to foster personal growth and spiritual development. In moments of silence, you are challenged to look inward, confront your doubts and fears, and cultivate a deeper sense of faith and trust in the divine plan. It is through these struggles and uncertainties that you can strengthen your spiritual resilience and deepen your connection with God. The Apostle Paul faced numerous hardships and spoke of God's grace being sufficient for him in his weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Unanswered prayers or periods of silence from God can also serve as a catalyst for deeper introspection and self-discovery. When you are met with silence, you are forced to confront your own limitations and to rely more fully on your faith and inner strength. It is in these moments of vulnerability and uncertainty that you have the opportunity to grow and evolve spiritually. Jesus himself experienced a moment of feeling forsaken on the cross when he cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Matthew 27:46. Ultimately, navigating through times of perceived silence from God requires a steadfast commitment to trust and patience. It is a test of your faith and resilience, a challenge to surrender control and embrace the unknown with an open heart. As you journey through these periods of silence, may you find solace in the knowledge that God's presence is always with you, guiding you through the darkness and leading you towards the light. Before we continue with how to cope with God's silence, please take a time to subscribe. God bless you. Now that you know the reason behind God's silence, how do you cope with it? When faced with the unsettling silence of God, it can be challenging to maintain faith and hope in the midst of uncertainty. However, there are practical coping strategies that can help you navigate through these periods of perceived silence and find spiritual guidance and solace. One effective coping strategy is to actively engage in practices that nurture faith and hope. This can include reading sacred texts, listening to uplifting music, or participating in rituals that bring a sense of connection to the divine. By immersing yourself in spiritual practices, you can cultivate a sense of peace and reassurance, even in the absence of direct communication from God. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." Another thing you can do is to seek support from spiritual communities. Mentors or counselors can also be invaluable during times of silence from God. Connecting with others who share similar experiences or seeking guidance from wise mentors can provide a sense of solidarity and understanding. Counselors trained in spiritual guidance can offer valuable insights and support in navigating through the complexities of faith and doubt. Additionally, emphasizing the value of prayer, meditation, and self-reflection can be transformative in finding peace and understanding in times of silence. Engaging in regular prayer practices, meditating on sacred texts, and taking time for examination can help you connect with your inner self and deepen your relationship with the divine. In the Bible, Jesus often withdrew to lonely places to pray, Luke 5:16. By incorporating these coping strategies into your daily life, you can find strength, comfort, and guidance in the midst of God's silence. Remember, even in the silence, the presence of God is always near, guiding and comforting those who seek Him with an open heart. Dear friends in Christ, let's explore the meaning of God's silence. In the depths of God's silence, there lies a profound opportunity for you to discover meaning, purpose, and strength. Rather than viewing silence as a void or absence, it can be seen as a sacred space for transformation and growth, a doorway to deeper connection with the divine. Personal stories of transformation and resilience through embracing God's silence abound. Many individuals have shared how moments of silence from God have led them to profound insights, inner peace, and a renewed sense of purpose. In these silent periods, they have discovered hidden strengths, newfound clarity, and a deeper understanding of their spiritual journey. Joseph's story in the Bible is a testament to this, as he endured years of silence and hardship before rising to a place of prominence and purpose. Genesis 37:50. Silent periods can serve as a catalyst for spiritual renewal and a deeper connection with God. When you embrace the silence and surrender to the mystery of divine communication, you open yourself to profound spiritual experiences and insights. It is in these moments of stillness and quiet that you can hear the whispers of your inner self and the gentle nudges of the divine guiding you towards growth and transformation. Viewing God's silence as an opportunity for inner exploration and renewal of faith can be empowering and transformative. By engaging in practices such as prayer, meditation, and self-reflection, you can cultivate a sense of peace, clarity, and trust in the divine plan. Embrace the silence as a sacred gift, a space for growth, and a pathway to deeper connection with God. The significance of God's silence in your spiritual journey lies not in the absence of divine presence, but in the transformative power it holds for your inner self. These silent periods serve as opportunities for personal growth, resilience, and a deeper connection with God, guiding you towards a more profound understanding of your spiritual path. Seek meaning in those moments of quietude and embrace them as sacred spaces for growth and renewal of faith. Trust in the divine timing and know that even in the silence, God's presence is ever present, guiding you towards light and understanding. I invite you to continue this exploration of faith and spirituality by engaging with our channel. Subscribe for more insightful discussions. Like and share this video to spread the message of hope and resilience. God bless you all.